Oi, oi, oi. What's good, YouTube? It's Bray D Green here. And as you've already read by the title, I'm going over Proverbs chapter 2. If you have not watched the Proverbs chapter 1 video, I suggest that you go and watch that first. But if you don't want to, whoop-de-doo, that's up to you. But we ain't finna waste no time. We finna get right into it. I am reading my King James Version Bible. So, oh no, I lost my page. So, it might be a little bit confusing to y'all because it's not the English Standard Version, but I'm going to explain it to y'all anyway, so it really don't matter. But let's get into it. Bow. Proverbs chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and apply thine heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. When wisdom entereth into thine hearts, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things, who leaves the paths of the man who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the forwardness of the wicked, whose ways are crooked, and they forward in their paths, to deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flattereth with her words, which forsaketh the guide of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her God. For her house inclineth unto death, and her paths unto the dead. None that go unto her return again, neither take they hold of the paths of life, that thou mayest walk in the way of good men, and keep the paths of the righteous. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain. No, for the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. All right. All right. So for the people that have already watched my first video on Proverbs chapter 1, then you know that Proverbs chapter 1 was about how to obtain wisdom and how to obtain the fear of God, how to get his protection, how to seek out wisdom, and how to know how to apply that same wisdom. And chapter 2 is about the value of the wisdom. What is the point of having the knowledge and the wisdom of God? All right, so first things first, God wants you to know that if you seek out his wisdom, if you seek out his knowledge, then he will protect you from the ways of the evil man. He will protect you from wanting to do evil things, right? That's why when he says in verse 7, he says, he layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. A buckler is a shield. He protects you. He layeth up sound wisdom. He gives you the wisdom to not want to be wicked, to not be tricked into sin. And being tricked into sin is the strange woman with flattery words, because we all know sin can be enticing. Sin looks cool to do from the outside looking in. It feels good. You know what I mean? It feels good to the flesh. So it is enticing. But the wisdom of God, the knowledge of God, him being your shield, he's going to protect you. He's going to give you discernment to be able to tell when something is tricking you into going down the wrong path. So he protects you from flattery sin, the strange woman that is flattery with her words. All right, so when it talks about the flattery woman, it says, to deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flattereth with her words. We all know the strange woman is sin, right? Which forsaketh the guide of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her God. All right, right. So when you indulge in sin, you break your covenant with God. Your covenant with God is that he will protect you, that when you fall down, he will bring you back up. But if you are purposefully sinning, right? If you are sinning on purpose, if you understand his knowledge and you are wise enough to know to apply his knowledge and you are actively going against his knowledge, then you are breaking that covenant. So that is what happens if you don't follow the knowledge and wisdom of God. Now, for these final few verses, it says, "For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it." So the upright are the people that have his knowledge and apply it, right? And the perfect are the ones that have his knowledge and apply it consistently. They don't break it. Like, they keep his commandments. That's why he calls them perfect. So you know how they say you can't be perfect in this world? You can't be perfect in this world, but you can be perfect with God by keeping his commandments, by doing what he tells you to do. You feel me? And being perfect doesn't mean in the sense of you don't fall short, because we're all human flesh. We're going to fall short. But it's as long as you're trying, like truly trying, God knows your heart. If you're trying, you feel me? You are perfect in his eyes. And it says, "But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it." So the wicked are the people that have his knowledge, have his wisdom, but actively decide to go against what they know God wants them to do. It's just the wicked minded. Like, you know what you're supposed to do, but you're not doing it. So God says you will be removed from his land. So yeah, the general consensus of Proverbs chapter 2 is basically the value of wisdom, the value of the knowledge of God. The knowledge of God will keep you from the ways of the wicked man. It will keep you from doing evil things. It will keep you from being tricked into sin because you have the knowledge and the wisdom. All right, so that's Proverbs chapter 2 explanation. If y'all have any questions or just anything y'all want to say, put it in the comments. And I'm gonna be doing Proverbs chapter 3. It's gonna be posted tomorrow. You dig?